Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm back here with another video for you. Today I have lots of pin mail. It's been piling up for months, at least the stuff, and I want to get through it and just share all of these with you. I'm going to open them first and then at the end I will show close-ups and we'll talk about them in detail. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this first one is from Disney Chris. So if you've watched that video from earlier this week, you know who she is. And this is from one of her pen sales. Like I said in that video, they do sell authentic pens as well as fantasy pens. I'm pretty sure this is authentic pens. So always comes really nicely wrapped. And there's only one pen in this envelope. I think a lot of these are just one pen. So sometimes I forget what they are. But this is the 2017 Doorways to Magic series. I think he was the last in the series, and this is the Peter Pan one. And so he slides over, and then the doorway will open to reveal the Darling family. It's a super, super cool pen. So I'm super happy to have that, and not only have it, but have the original backing card as well. So fun. Okay, package number 2. This one is from, Marcy Mouse. And I'm gonna link these pen sellers down below in case you want to go check them out. Marcy's live sales are usually on Friday nights. Disney Chris's, they tend to vary a little bit, so you'll have to check her out and figure out when her next pen sale is. I know she has a big one coming up. She had to cancel last night, so it'll be soon. So Marcy's usually come in a park little mailer thing here, or not mailer, a park map. So that's kind of fun if you don't get a chance to go to the parks often, and I definitely don't get a chance to go to Disneyland often because it's so much farther away for me. I always go to Disney World. And this one is one of the animated Snitters. I really enjoy this series. Let me take the backer off so that you can really see the effects of this one. So it spins around like that. And on one side you have the full version of Thumper, and on the other side you have the art drawing of him. Okay. Next I have another Disney Chris sale. Like I said, these have been stacking up. Oh, and this one has a few pens in it, so I'm going to pull them all out and then unwrap them. So this one, it looks like a castle. I'm trying to remember, what castle did I order? Oh, this is a Paris castle. And in there, I don't know if I can do it from the front, but he spins around, and I'll show you in more detail when I do close-ups here in a minute. But it spins around and has different characters in the middle. It's so fun. And this one is a Mim and Merlin one. I was so excited when I saw this on their sale. And it says Happy Valentine's Day, February 2004, Disney World. So super excited about adding that to my Sword in the Stone collection. And then last, oh, this is the Evil Queen. I have 3 of the series that I bought when I was there, and I have since decided I really wanted to get all of them. This was from the Not So Scary Halloween party, and of course it's a little cauldron here and the characters above, and then you have a scene inside. In this case it's Snow White and the Hag. And you have, you know, the poison apple on this side. The artwork on this is just really incredible. These were limited edition of 5,400, and the year, oh gosh, let's see if my eyes work and I can remember the year here. 2017. But super happy. I'm hoping to complete this set. I'm missing, I know, Jafar, and I think one other, maybe it's Maleficent. So, but I hadn't seen any of these go up for sale, so when this one did, I snagged it right away. Okay, and I think this one might be a, oh, stick it in there. That's from a while ago. I don't think I won. But there are 2 pins in here. There is one of the Chaser bells from the Hidden Mickey series from last year. I think this is Wave C. I'll double check on that. And then, because I'm working on completing the attractions, I have the Monorail Hidden Mickey from last year, which I'm super excited about as well. And I think Monorail might have been Wave B. I can't remember now. This one is from Dreaming 499. She's an amazing pin seller. She does pin sales on, usually it's Sunday afternoon / evening, because she's, you know, the other coast. And here's her little business card because she loves Tigger. She always has really cool facts about her pins, and this one was just the Windy Cutie. I think I snagged it for $40, and she always has really good prices on her pins. But I'm happy to have Windy on her original backyard card, no less. Okay, now this is one I know has a ton of pins in it, so I'm going to wait on that one for a second and do this one first. This was another one from Dreaming 499, which is Diana. And this was off of, I think, her pin boards that week. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. It's goofy as a $20 bill. There was a whole set of these. There was a Hidden Mickey series of money. This is an open edition one, and I think it's funny. I would love to be able to get the whole set. They are really sought after, so it's lots of competition to get them, but it is a good size pin and they're really fun. They are, of course, retired now. Let me take it off. And I like the fact that when she doesn't have a backer card to put these on, she'll usually put them on like some kind of foam or something to keep them more secure in there. This was from 2008. So, and I'll let you get a better close-up of it here at the end. Okay, now for my big Tinkerbell one. And I do mean big. I think there's like 6 or 7 pins in here. And I got these all really cheap. I think maybe the most I paid for one of these was $6. So it was a really cool find. If I can remember the name of the seller, because it's not the same name as on the envelope, I will link her below. So the first one I got was this Disneyland hotel pin from 2017, which of course has Tinkerbell there inside. Just super fun. The next one here is from the Very Merry Christmas Party in 2002. I really love Tinkerbell and I love Christmas pins, so it seemed like a no-brainer. And for $5, yeah. Next, I'm going to take this one out of this little bag. This Peter and Tink. And this is an old waffle back one. I know this artwork has been used a couple of times, so I'm not exactly sure which one this is. It does say it's from 2000, so maybe this was the original one. Not sure, but I really like the scolding that Tink is getting here. Probably she had done something to Wendy and Peter's taking her to task. And this one has Tink pouting as Peter and the darling children are off there in the distance flying away, doing something and forgetting about Tink. Next, we have this 1955 Tink. This was from a lanyard. I don't know the year, but I do know that the other pin on this had Tink as a modern day Tink, and this was the original Tink. So I thought that's a really fun concept. I also like the castle artwork in the background. Just really sweet. And it says magical milestones. Oh, this was the beginning lanyard for that. I do have a couple of those pins where they depict the big milestones for Disney. It's a really cool series. And then the last pin, actually it's not Tinkerbell. It was this Mad Tea Party pin that I picked up. And I love the teacups. And I love Mad Hatter. I don't know why. He's just so goofy and funny. And this one I believe is also from 2000. It has the really fun 2000 logo there on the back, and it is a gold waffle print. So there is that. And now my last one was an eBay find. Sometimes if you put in certain search terms into eBay, you can pull up these pins that have been listed a little weird or something. I don't think this one was listed as a pin per se, or maybe it was listed as a lapel pin. And so I got it really cheap. I want to say like under $20. Let's see, my eBay receipts here. So, oh, maybe it doesn't say it here. It says what I won, but anyhow, it is a boxed set. It still is in its original plastic. And now you won't believe this. So I know this was a gift with a purchase. I don't remember what the purchase was. I think it was a figurine, like one of the matching figurines to the ones inside. This was, I don't think, part of the set, and I don't know much about it. I don't even know how to take the backer off, I'll be honest. I did look at this. I opened the package when it came just to inspect it, but it has the film strip and it says Disney on it, and on the back it has this like locking little backer that I have to play around a little with to figure out, but I'm pretty sure this is the original card. And then in here we have 5 pins. We have the middle pin that it says Classic Walt Disney Collection, and then you have Mickey as the sorcerer, you have the original Mickey, you have the band leader Mickey, and then him as the king from Prince and the Pauper. And I think there were figurines in all of these, and you got this as a gift if you got one of the figurines, or if you had spent a certain amount of money or something. So, but I just thought it was really fun, and it wasn't very expensive, and the fact that it came with its own case and everything, and it was all there, was super cool to me. So that is my pin mail. I'm going to turn my camera around and give you close-ups, and we'll talk about these pins a little bit more. All right, I'm going to start off with the Doorways pin, which was I think these are only Disney World released. So super fun. As I said before, Peter does fly over to the side, This is the Jolly Roger. You have the Darling House here. You can fully see that kind of as he's over to the side with the window that he kind of comes in to see the Darling children. And then you have Wendy. I think it's Wendy, John, and Michael. Sorry, I don't know why I flaked there for a second, but super fun pin. We'll take it off of its backer card here. And the original price was $15.99. And there you can kind of see the back. It does not have the prongs next to our 2 pin posts there. We do have an official number here. It was limited edition of 4,000, and our date should be right there too. Hold on. Yep, 2017. So really fun pin, really nice and thick, very cool pin. This does kind of rock a little bit like that just because of the nature of the pin, but super good condition and everything. Really glad to have that one. And there is a close-up of just the backer. And I really enjoy this backing card. I like the artwork a lot of the backing cards have. Especially now, I think Disney has really started to pay attention to the fact that we like these cards. Okay, next let's do this one because he's right here. This is that Goofy $20 bill depicting Goofy as Andrew Jackson. Depicting Goofy as Andrew Jackson. We also have Tink here on the sides. The bill is signed by Scrooge McDuck. It says the Mickey Mint, $20, Main Street reservation note. And of course you have your Mickey icon over here. It is just a really, really fun pin. You have your seal with the Disney D in there. There were, I want to say 5 others in this series. There's a $1 bill that is Mickey. There's a $5 bill that is Jiminy Cricket. $10 is Figment. $50 is Stitch. And of course, $100 was Donald. So it's just a really, really fun series, and I like them a lot. So here's your back. You have those 2 pin posts, no nubs next to them. The one may be just a tiny bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm not sure if it's my camera or the post. It's from 2008 there. You have your big copyright. I believe these were a Shop Disney release and not a park, so you don't have the waffling. But I'm not 100% positive on that. But anyhow, really fun pin. Next, let's do this animated spinner. So I love it's called the Animation Legends down here, and you have Thumper and the year Thumper came out, which is 1942. Well, the year Bambi came out, not Thumper, but Thumper was his debut. So, and you have Disney up here in the Starburst. And then, of course, you have that art drawing, like I said, on this side with all of those underlying little sketch lines that artists use for placement. And then on the other side, you have the final creation of Thumper. Some of these, if you spin them, it does show an animation. Actually, that might be a different series. I'm not sure. But anyhow, but these are really, really fun. Thumper was a limited edition of 5,000 from 2002. This was a monthly series that they did. And he is the 3rd in the series. There were 12 in all. I'm not sure what all 12 of them were right yet. I'll do a little research on that. But super fun. And I'm hoping that maybe I can get all of these. Plus, there is an animation series that's really fun. So there's that pin. Next, we'll do the Wendy Cutie There's not a whole lot to talk about with the cutie. She's obviously got that big head that the cuties are known for with this really fun bow. I want to say that these are limited edition of about 3,000, but I'm not, or not 3,000, 300, but I'm not positive. So let's open her up and we will look at the edition size real quick. These are from the Studio Store Hollywood in California, which is really nice. So you have the ice cream cones as her backer. She is limited edition of 300. Yeah. These do not have the same pin trading logo that your other pens will have. You have Disney Hollywood store up there at the top. You have your limited edition and your copyright Disney. But for comparison's sakes, we'll take that. Nope, not the Goofy. Hold on. Let me take Peter Pan and I'll show you. You don't have this stamped pin trading logo on them. So that is one of the big differences there for you guys. But these are really sought after pins because they are so limited and the general public can get a hold of them. The process is rather extensive, which is part of the reason why the prices go up, is because of the time of the people who buy them. So really fun pin. Backer card's a little damaged from the mail, but that's okay. And it just says cuties on there. So we'll put her back on her backing card and set her aside with her plastic. I'll put her back in a minute. Next, let's do these two hidden Mickeys. So the first was this bell. It used to be called a chaser. Now they're really calling them unfilled because chaser is a little misleading. So she was, as I said, from the 2019 Wave B. Oh, I might have said C, but she was Wave B. And you just have that Mickey waffling on the back, one pin post, and you do have two nubs on her. And you have hidden Mickey down there. It says 3 of 5. That is for the unfilled. That's what they're considered as a series, is all those unfilled together, not the filled version of its own. So, and she's just standing there and she has the rose. You have your hidden Mickey really defined up there in the corner. That is one of the key ways that you can tell a fake hidden Mickey, is if that hidden Mickey up there is not as clear. So, but it all depends on the pen. Now for the Monorail Pin. The Monorail was Wave A, actually. I had to look it up. But these were the series of attractions. You had the monorail, the castle, Haunted Mansion. You have the submarine from 28,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh, I can't remember what the other ones are offhand. But I thought it was a really fun series, and I especially like the Monorail Pin. He's super fun with Epcot there in the background. Well, Spaceship Earth. But so fun. So we'll take off the back for you so you can kind of see. And you have your pin trading logo here to the side. One pin post with those two knobs again. And it is hidden Mickey pin 4 of 5. I think I only have one more to get in this set, which is the castle pin. So if you have the castle pin and you want to trade, leave me a note down below. But there is that one. Next, let's get into these ones. So this is the Valentine Mim and Merlin. Pretty straightforward there. She has a hold of his beard. Like the purple color in the background, it really makes them pop a little bit. It was Walt Disney World. I am unsure if this was sold in the parks or online, but my inclination, because of the lack of waffle print or anything on the back, would be to say that it was an online release. And you have one pin post, and you have a different type of nub on this one. Let's see if I can get it to show you here. There we go. So it's just a little, maybe this way it's a little better, little piece that comes off there to be its nub. So it is printed with the Happy Valentine's Day. My guess would be that there's a series of these pins that were released for Valentine's Day this year, and this was just one of them. Otherwise, I don't think they would make the logo just for one pin. So, but anyhow, that is Mim and Merlin. Next, let's take a look at the evil queen here. She looks really stunning and kind of scary there. You have your cauldron, and she has golden hair. I think each one of these had a different color, but I'll have to double check on the ones that I have. And I really love the sparkling element of the fire down here. It says Not So Scary Halloween Party 2017. I did go to this Halloween party, like I said, and picked up 3 of these pins, and I've decided I really, really love them. So it needs a little cleanup here, but no big deal. There is the apple and all of its scariness there. And then, of course, you have the hag handing Snow White the apple. Just a really fun pin with this green kind of framing element around it. So the back does have 2 pin posts. It does have the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party there. You have your pin trading logo. Limited edition, like I said, was 5,400. And then down here is your copyright Disney. So really nice pin. And now for the castle. When I saw this, I just thought this was the coolest thing. It says 12, I think this is April in French, 2019. This was, if my research is correct, the 27th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. And this is, of course, the Disneyland Paris castle. So these are supposed to be limited edition of 700. So let's take her off and take a look. There's the back. Yep, says 700. And all of the Disneyland Paris limited edition pins are individually numbered. This one is 148 of 700. You have your pin trading logo here. 2 pin posts, no nubs next to those. And then you have this spinner element. Now let me show you what that does. Because she showed on the live and I was just like, oh my goodness. So now you have Minnie. There's Donald. Daisy. Oops. Mickey. Pluto. And then we're back to Minnie. So I just thought that was really fun. And it's a really thick pin. I do wish there was maybe a way to slide it when it's up on my wall, but I'll have to pick one and then put it up. So super fun. And this is, I believe, the original backing card. Just pretty simple. Okay, now I think we just have the box set and the Tinks. So I'm going to do Tinks first. Here is that 1955 Tink. Super pretty, kind of an older type castle there in the background. I kind of like this Tink a little bit better in some ways than some of the modern Tinks. But she is just a solid background there. It says Magical Milestones, Disneyland, because I think these were Disneyland exclusives, but I am not positive. And then you have your pin trading logo down there, which has changed over time. And you have your copyright Disney. So super fun pin there. Next, we have this Tink. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this one. She's She's really pouting there, which is why I bought her. She does have maybe a little bit of an imperfection there or a scuff, but that's okay. I mean, she was $5. So we have our pin trading logo here on the back, obviously. There is one pin post and a small nub. This was 2004. I think she was an open edition pin and just super cute, and actually a really big pin, comparatively speaking. Like here's a hidden Mickey next to her. So you can kind of see the size difference. And I mean, here's a cutie. She's smaller than the cutie, but not by a whole lot. So that is that one. This one from 2000. This is a really popular one. It is often termed the scolding because Peter is scolding her. Has a lot of nice detail in Peter's face. And I think it's one of the few pins where you see Tink being remorseful. And on the back here, if I can get the pin back off, hold on, there we go, is a black waffling with, of course, your copyright Disney, and you're released, it says released in the year 2000, and it has China there. So one of the original pins for trading in that first year. Super fun. Next, let's do the Mad Tea Party one. Super fun with the Mad Hatter there and the White Rabbit riding the teacups. Like I said, this was also a 2000 pin. And this particular logo I saw on a lot of the very, very original ones. So I don't know if they sometimes did previews where these were on cast lanyards before they became available for the general public. So I don't know if that's the case with this one or not, but either way, I think he's a really fun pin. Next, we have this Tinkerbell with the castle all covered in snow. That is Cinderella's castle, obviously. And the bottom has a very nice glitter element there on its original backing card. You can open it up and kind of take a look. I don't believe, oh, it is a limited edition. I was going to say, I don't think it's a limited edition, but it is. So we'll take it off and see its edition size. These were part of a series. This one kind of has like that snow globe effect. I believe there was a Cindy, a Belle, a bunch of Fab 5 ones, maybe another Tinkerbell. So I'm not sure how many were in total, but it was kind of a fun series. And they have just a smooth back. You have, oh, this is the first time I've taken it off. So you have the Christmas party in 2002 there, and it says very Merry Christmas. That's what it is. That's up there. And then you have your copyright 2000, limited edition of 2500, fourth in a series of 12. Well, there we go. So that's pretty fun. And of course, the backing card is very Christmassy. So we will put that one aside. And then we have the Disneyland Hotel one, which is limited edition. So we'll go ahead and take those backers off. Maybe. All right. Come on, backer. You know you want to come off. Sometimes when the backers haven't been off in a very long time, they tend to want to stay where they were. So this does have that window element there with the ornament. You can kind of see through that. I don't know if that was originally clear or if it was always kind of this yellowish color, but it is yellow now. And then you have Tinkerbell kind of spreading her magic on a gingerbread castle, and it's definitely a night sky with the moon there. And you have Minnie and Mickey guarding the castle there. Super fun. And then on the back, we have limited edition of 750. That's pretty low for hotel pin. And not a whole lot there. It almost seems like there should be something in that box. Not sure why there's not. But we have our copyright at the top and our pin trading logo and copyright down here, as well as the serial number there on the side. Now this one, because it is a hinge pin, and over time hinge pins do begin to get a little loose, so you will see a little wobble there. But still in pretty good condition. There is kind of a Mickey gingerbread cookie there at the top on this, and that's all for that pin. So I think we went through all of them. I'm really happy you guys joined me today, and I'll see you guys real soon.